Welcome to the Oakleaf Sports Report. I'm your host, Sean Dougherty, and as always, it is my pleasure to bring to you everything you need to know in the world of Bear Cub athletics. We're getting down to the end of the spring sports semester, and a number of teams are headed in the direction of a postseason berth. One of those teams is the Bear Cub baseball team. We're currently on top of all the rankings, including the Northern California rankings, the state rankings, and most impressively, the Northwest regional rankings. Right on the Bear Cubs' heels, however, is another Big 8 powerhouse, Sierra, who the Bear Cubs are currently playing a 3-game series against. And later today, the Bear Cubs will be hosting Sierra here at the JC. Then we'll head to Rockland for the series finale. In the first game, Sierra's bats came alive and the Bear Cubs lost 8-3. The Bear Cubs have a 23-1 record and need to win the final 2 games of the series to maintain their grip on the top spot in the rankings. Also having a good season is the Bear Cubs softball team, who on Saturday hosted the first ever Marv Mays Day while playing Diablo Valley College. And while Marv's friends and family were remembering the coaching icon, the Bear Cubs were taking care of business on the field, winning both games in the doubleheader. The first by the score of 9-1, and then the Bear Cubs shut out DVC in the second game 5-0. Tuesday, the Bear Cubs traveled to Rockland to face Sierra and lost 6-4. Up next, the Bear Cubs will welcome Modesto on Saturday for a doubleheader. The Bear Cubs currently have a record of 29-1. In track and field news, the Bear Cub team went to 3 meets over 2 days over the weekend. On Friday, the Bear Cubs competed in the San Francisco Distance Carnival, the Stanford Invitational, and the Chabot Relays. The weekend of mini meets was off to an early and record-breaking start. A small group of runners drove down to SF State University to compete in the San Francisco Distance Carnival. Alex Wolf Root towed the line at 8:40 a.m. with over 65 community college, 4-year, and post-collegiate runners to compete in the 10,000 meters. The 25-lap race is not only a test of stamina, but also of sanity. Alex completed each lap of the race, never running slower than 75 seconds per lap and a 4-minute and 57-second mile. Alex finished the 6.2-mile race with a major surge and crossed the line with a time of 30 minutes, 45 seconds, 0.59 seconds, breaking Tom Weir's 1982 school record by 42 seconds and making him the fastest in the state this year. Jesse Finn, Jimmy Gutierrez, and Kelly Birkland all ran personal bests at the San Francisco Distance Carnival. That same day, the Bear Cubs competed at Chabot and Stanford. Brian Nunez ran against some of the top 400 runners in the nation at the Stanford Invite, running his second fastest time of the year of 49.81. Daisy Villegas, Melissa Seeger, and Jay Garcia went to Chabot to put up some impressive marks in the throws that moved them up in the NorCal standings. The following day, Brian Nunez was back at it at Stanford to run the 200-meter, and this time, Gary Randolph came along to throw the shot put. Brian ran his second fastest time in the 200 this year with a total time of 22.80, while Gary threw side by side with the decathlon gold medalist and world record holder Ashton Eaton, and threw a personal best of 14.76 meters. The rest of the Bear Cubs squad competed at the Chabot Relays to round out this weekend, where many set personal best records. Up next, the track and field team heads to the ARC Invitational this weekend. The Bear Cubs swim and dive teams competed at the American River Sprint Pentathlon last weekend, and the men's team scored a 65 to take second place honors at finishing behind host American River's 112 score. But the women's swim and dive team took first place honors, scoring a 108. Up next, both teams will head to Hayward for the Chabot Invitational on Saturday. That's all for this episode of the Oakleaf Sports Report. Thank you for joining me, Sean Dougherty, and as always, you can only win the games in which you play, so be sure you play the game. Go Bear Cubs.